Now, why is there no free will? According to Arthur Schopenhauer, one of the most gifted and most comprehensive German philosophers of the modern history of philosophy, why is there no free will? Um, uh, According to Schopenhauer, what we are is will. What the world is will. The substance of the world is an abstract will or energy which moves through our experience and articulates and defines what we perceive as our own life, our relationships with others, and our world, the very context of our existence. So everything is will, everything is abstract will, abstract dynamism, abstract force which moves. This is the substance of life. This is what Immanuel Kant called the thing in itself, the very basis, the very stuff of life. Now, if everything is will, then the human will is a part of the general cosmic will. And the human will is what Schopenhauer would call an instantiation, an exemplification of the world's will. Now, how is it possible that the world as will disallows the human person who has his or her own will as an exemplification of the world's will to have free will? Why is our will not free? Our will is not free because the way, according to Schopenhauer, the way in which the general worldly will, the will that is the ontological substance of the world, objectifies itself in our life and exemplifies itself in our own personal subjective will, is focused on character. So the general will is abstract. It has no shape. But in the various exemplifications or objectifications, as Schopenhauer sometimes calls them, on lower instances of its appearance in our experience, it has more structure, it has more shape. And one of the shapes in which the will appears in the human being is character. So thus the old saying that our character is our destiny. According to Schopenhauer, we behave on the basis of our character. Our character determines what we do. And our subjective sense of our will contains a drama, a subjective experience of uncertainty, of this perception that when we make decisions that we may decide one way or the other, and we often go through this agonizing process of making a decision where we are not consciously aware of what decision we will make. But according to Schopenhauer, the decisions that we make are decided in advance in much the same way as a swinging stick. If you push a stick and it swings, it seems as though the stick can fall on either side, but the very forces used to move the stick and the resistance of air and air pressure and all kinds of factors basically determine where the sticks will fall. So the moment you swing the stick, it is decided where it will fall, but you don't see it while it's swinging, and you think, will it fall this side or that side? But which side it will fall is already decided. And the same applies, according to Schopenhauer, to our decisions. We don't have free will. Our character, our sensibility decide in advance how we will decide. And our knowledge, our cognition serves to understand our decisions once they are made, to justify them, and to understand why they have been made, but not to make the decisions. And this is the mistake we often make. We think that the information that we gather and the understanding of various circumstances that we believe we acquire will influence the way we decide, while in fact our knowledge and our understanding extends only as far as explaining to ourselves and others why we have made a certain decision. It does not go as far as determining the decision. The decision has been determined in advance. So this is a very interesting concept for psychotherapy, because it shows us that people's decisions and people's actions and choices in life are based on their feelings, are based on their character. And in the process of developing our understanding of life and developing ourselves as personalities, according to Schopenhauer, we don't grow our personalities. We don't change our personalities in an environment of free will and, learning about the world and learning new ways of doing things and developing new sets of reasons. No, to the contrary, what we do is we learn about our character. Because when we are born, we are innocent, because we are not aware of our character, of our will, what we wish. But as we grow up and as we become more experienced in life, we discover ourselves, and this is our learning. We discover who we are, and we discover what we really desire, and we discover why we make the decisions that we do. So the process of growing up and the process of maturing as a person is in fact the same as the psychotherapeutic process. And this is why the psychotherapeutic process is paradigmatic for so many human activities, including leadership. Leadership in universities, which is my particular area of interest, is the same as a psychotherapeutic process, because we learn about the people, we learn about ourselves, and we help other people learn about themselves. We don't force them to change. We don't force them to become different. Sometimes they appear different. They appear to have changed because they have learned something about themselves. We nurture people as they are.